ladies, this is like the 10th time that I've tried to make this video because my phone keeps dying. So, and my son is right over there and he's playing in the sink, so hopefully no water comes rolling off onto the floor. So hopefully we can get through this video this time and have no problems. So we're going to go through it really fast, okay? So I have a couple things that I want to make sure that I go over with you guys, okay? So selling season, New Year dates, ain't no time for that, and Blizzard Watch. So keep in mind that this is this week. Next week we have Thanksgiving, and then we have 2 solid weeks left in December. So what that means is we are still in the prime time of our selling season. So I want to make sure that you guys are doing all that you can to get some orders, you know, get some last minute parties in, events, all in before that cutoff date that Pink Zebra has established for us. Okay, so we all know that Thanksgiving's next week. Christmas is right around the corner. This is the happiest time. People are happy. They're not crabby, they're happy. They got family coming in. We're about to eat a whole bunch of good food. We have a lot going for us right now. So we need to make sure that we're making the most of it. So what can we do to make sure that we are making sure that our calendar is going to be full? You know, what we tell you guys, Lori tells our team this too, is what you do now will affect you 30, 60, 90 days out. So you want to always have that in the back of your mind. And so we're going to go over things that you can do to make sure that that is the case, that you are completely going to be booked 30, 60, 90 days out. Okay, so New Year dates. So we have Thanksgiving, then we have Christmas, and then the last 2 weeks of the month before the New Year are kind of You know, we can't really do parties or events at that time, and a lot of consultants will take that time off. I will. A lot of leaders say not to, but I am honest with you guys and tell you what I do, and I take that time off. I do like a business transition period time that we will go over when that time comes because I'm too busy to think about it right now, but we'll go over that. But other than like parties and events, not really going to happen those last 2 weeks. So January 2nd comes around, and I really don't want this to happen to you guys. You guys wake up January 2nd and you're like, oh my gosh, I have nothing on my calendar. I have no parties, I have no events, I have nothing. How did this happen? You had a great fall selling season and now you have a big old goose egg. You have nothing. So we do not want that to happen. So keep in mind that, you know, we have January. January is the last full month that you can order from this catalog. So a lot of the seasonal scents, a lot of the, you know, Paisley picks, we don't know if they're coming back. So it's the last opportunity to get the scents that we love out of this catalog. February comes, we have Rally. You better have it on your calendar because it is amazing. You're not going to want to miss this opportunity. It is product reveal. It's a very, very, very important, so make sure you have it written down on your calendar. So then the launch of the spring catalog comes out. So we need to think about how we can make sure that we're set up and we're ready for that. So the next item is ain't no time for that. So if you haven't heard it already, which probably most of you have or will pretty soon, you'll have that hostess that you ask her if she'd like to book a party. You know, right now is the prime time to have a party because it's holidays, get stuff for free for Christmas, you know, yada yada. But you know you're going to have that hostess that's like, are you crazy? I have family coming in for Thanksgiving. My daughter's in basketball. We have Christmas concerts coming up, Christmas parties, and then it's Christmas. I have no time to sit down and think, let alone host a dang party. Fine, that's perfect. Well, let's go ahead and book you for January because you always want to book that month first. Don't move on if that month's not full, and say that's the last month that you're able to get a lot of these scents because we don't know what will be retired until Rally. So offer her to book a January party. Then, you know, some of your hostesses that you have now that you're closing parties out for, or that you have in the last 30 days and you're wrapping up your hostess coaching and, you know, getting her orders delivered, make sure that you ask them if they would like to be the first to host a party with a new catalog. Because you know you're going to have testers if you go to product, or if you go to Rally, because usually they give it to us. So you're going to be stocked and ready to go. So ask her if she wants to be the first to host a party with the new spring and summer scents. Those that are hosting parties now are mostly getting scents that will go for Thanksgiving or Christmas. So you know once the new year comes, they're going to want new scents. Plus, by February, March, their stock should be kind of dwindled down. They're going to be ready for something new anyway. So try not to leave a party without guest bookings, obviously, or the hostess rebookings. That's really important that you do that. So there's a couple booking tips for you to help get some parties booked for the new year for January and February and possibly even March. But you want to book January 1st and February. Okay, the last one is Blizzard Watch. And most of you are here in the Midwest. Most of you are in Iowa or not far from us. And we know what weather is like in January and February. It's awful. Not going to lie. It's awful. It's freezing cold, especially if it was like it was last year, where it was like a frozen tundra for months and months. And I never thought it was going to end. And we have blizzards. We have ice storms. We don't know what's going to happen. So sometimes our hostesses are a little nervous to book with us in those months, which we're nervous. Sometimes I'm nervous to book in those months because we don't know what the weather is going to do. So to solve that, make sure that you know that you can tell your hostesses, look, I'll put up a Facebook event, and just in case, then that way I can communicate with your guests, and I will give you enough supplies like catalogs and order forms so that if we do need to turn it into a catalog party, we can, because you know it is not unthinkable to get iced in somewhere for a week or, God forbid, longer. So make sure that you know that if she does stress some concern about, the new year, always have that backup plan through Facebook and a catalog party. So that is my tips for you, and my tablet didn't die, so I am super excited. So I just want to give you those tips and make sure that you are remembering 30, 60, 90 days out. You're going to get paid for what you're doing right now, as far as bookings and leads and recruits. So I hope that helps you, and I hope we can all go into January with already some parties on our books, and we're ready to finish out this catalog with a bang. If you need any help in the next couple weeks, be sure to call me. All right, have a good week.